Upon coming out, I think, of course, we only have physicality to see. So you're cool, looks good, fine, whatever. But I also believe that we got the same instructions. I would only think we got the same instructions for Dress to Impress or a date night. And I feel that if we were to go out, that we would not be going to the same place.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another exciting episode where an older man, that's me, Marvin Kane, is going to provide you with my reactions to the popular dating show Pop the Balloon or Find Love.
All right, let's bring out our next single guy. Hello, welcome in. What's your name?
Okay, very casual man, showing off his muscles. This is the male version of the guy coming out top. Is it going to show his arms? He wants the woman to see his biceps. He wants to show that he's a protector. He's clean. He's neat. He's got on his jeans. He did not come dressed to impress. He came like, if it happens, it happens. He's got that kind of an attitude. He came out kind of, slow pace, wasn't really sure of himself, very casual. Everything's going to be on his terms. Is he a leader? Definitely a leader. Is he the right type of leader? I don't know. What's the message he's putting out there? Looks like he's putting out, I'm your protector. You need some help, girl. Somebody bothering you. I got it.
My name is Alex.
Alex, look at Alex. Got his hands very casual. Trying to be hip. No, he's a little older. I don't know how old this guy is, but he's trying to be appealing. This guy's all over the place. He's mixing Africa with jeans and the holes in it, and he's got the necklace. He's very Afro conscious, I would definitely say. And by the way, I love Arlette's dress. That black dress, man, that would be nice.
Alex, how old are you?
I'm 42.
And what do you do?
I'm a professor of theater. I'm also an actor, and I have a theater podcast called The Frogs, where we talk theater and we talk shit.
Okay.
They're not playing.
And now, what are some things you like to do for fun?
I go to see plays. I go see movies. I hike. I'm also big on I'm big in history, politics. I read.
Nice.
Yeah.
And what do you look for in a woman?
I look for somebody who is compassionate, somebody who's smart. I like smart women. Somebody who is sweet.
That's the
Good
one who's
listener.
still there.
Yeah, those type of things. Yeah.
Okay, what are some of your deal breakers?
Somebody who is not curious, and curious about people, not curious about, different like belief systems. Somebody who's not very kind.
Okay. All right. Okay, so we did get some pop balloons.
Yeah, we got a lot
Let's
of
go
them.
on. Let's go on over there, see why they ended up popping.
Come on,
We'll
let's
start
see.
here. Your name and age, please.
My name is Shahira. I'm 35.
And Shahira, why'd you end up popping your balloon?
He's an attractive guy.
Thank you.
I'm just, I don't love the vest. I feel like I'm not into actors in theater. I don't.
You know how many times I hear that?
I don't like actors.
But I will say, I mean, not you. I totally appreciate and I respect what you're doing. I'm also an intellectual, though. I'm also a professor of theater, and I'm also like, I totally understand that because there's so much that comes along with actors, like this ego, this instability, right? But being a professor, that's something that grounds me from an intellectual point of view, from a financial point of view, like tenure track, all that other stuff. But
This guy, hopefully I used the right word, exudes the proper type of leadership. And with that, I mean, it's like he was very kind to her and very open and even vulnerable. I would even say her word. She liked to be vulnerable, but she didn't give him a chance. And it could be height because she's a tall woman and she's clearly taller than he is, even in her heels. If she has heels, I don't know. But I like this guy. I like this guy a lot. The lady that did not pop her balloon, she's an intellectual too. If she could just hang in there, that might be a great couple. I would love to see that matchup.
I love that. Good for you.
thank you.
Now she's someone that's your type.
It's very attractive. Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Your name and age.
Hi, I'm Janaea Moore with 808 and Trinity. I'm 33.
And Janae, why'd you end up popping your balloon?
I ended up popping my balloon because you're a little on the older side for me. And
Long in the tooth, as they say.
for me, I'm not calling you old. You're just a little on the older
Yeah,
side
yeah,
for
yeah,
me.
yeah.
It's fine. And yeah, I mean, kind of what she said with acting and all that. Like, it's cool. I'm glad that you're a
acting bad?
professor. I appreciate your, you being smart. I like smart people, so
Really?
that's good. Yeah.
Now she's someone that's your type.
I ain't got no type, Bad biddies is the only thing I like.
And the cussing.
I think I said biddies though.
Did you?
I said biddies.
Let's rewind the tapes.
Yeah, let's rewind the tapes. Let's do it.
Okay.
Thank you. Let's go over here. Your name and age. Liz,
She's gonna
36.
pop.
All right. And Liz, what did you?
Here's the thing. You're the last woman after all the other women. Women are very, what's the word? They're always in a group. Women make a group out of two women. But in this case, you got all these women, they are a group, and everybody else popped, and they're like, girl, why you ain't pop your balloon? Be like us. The peer pressure that is on this woman for not popping her balloon has to be insane right now. And let's listen to why these women did pop. What is it that they don't see? I think his leadership might be too much. Like I said earlier, is it the right type of leadership? Is he putting out too much? But see, he comes out here with this youthful vigor, with his arms out, and he's trying to project something that he could have projected something better. If he just put on a suit with the white shirt, he doesn't need a collared shirt. He would have looked actually more debonair, but not in this case. Not in this case.
Popping your balloon.
I'm just didn't feel that initial attraction. You're a handsome guy, but I just didn't.
I believe it.
They look like a good couple.
All right. So I know you say you don't have a type, but if you saw her out, is she someone you would approach?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I like the fit. I like the personality. Great smile.
I don't like the outfit though.
Yeah.
But she's
Your
very
name
awesome.
and age.
Nikki, 33.
All right. Nikki, why'd you end up popping your balloon?
Well, I will say you're very handsome and you're very well spoken. I like taller guys.
I just want to take a time out real quickly. Like, just take a time out real quickly. Every single person said like very handsome, very. It's interesting. I mean, I think this is like a wonderful opportunity to learn like a lot about connection, attraction. And I do appreciate that. You know what I mean? I guess like it's surface level. The thing about this stuff is like you never ever really get to know
He's
somebody
challenging.
on a deeper level. But I do appreciate that though.
She's gonna pop.
Thank you.
He's too challenging.
And now, how tall are you? Does she want someone a little bit taller?
I'm 6 feet.
6 feet. And how tall are you?
5'8", but I always wear heels.
Okay.
I'm
Always
just not I'm not a small girl, so I need a bigger man. That's all.
Oh, I'm
That's
not
a
a small
horrible
person,
outfit.
Oh, I'm sorry. I can see that.
He talks
Now
too
she's
much.
someone that you would approach.
Oh yeah, I love the confidence. I love the bigness. You know what I'm saying? The big, bright aura.
Persona.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate that a lot.
Your name and age.
Anita, and I'm 37.
All right. Anita, why'd you end up popping your balloon?
He has a pretty big personality. It might be a little much of a clash for me.
Yes.
Okay. She like
I love her voice.
I like outgoing. I just don't think I'm attractive. So for him, it's not really reading well with me.
Okay. All right. No, she's someone that's your type.
She's just a nice person. I mean, I probably initially wouldn't, if I saw the person, I probably wouldn't initially approach her. But, you know, I'm big on personality, spirit, and energy.
Same.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. Your name and age.
My name is Natalie. I'm 38 years old.
And Natalie, why'd you
Voice
end up
is so
popping your balloon?
strong.
Upon coming out, I think, of course, we only have physicality to see. So you're cool, looks good, fine, whatever. But I also believe that we got the same instructions. I would only think we got the same instructions for Dress to Impress or a date night. And I feel that if we were to go out, that we would not be going the same place. So it's just not my.
Thank you. I appreciate
Yeah.
that. You are dressed wrong, dude, with your hair all over your
course.
arms.
Yeah.
So where
Terrible.
would you typically wear this out, like for dinner or anything like that?
I mean, I think I would probably wear this out for, like a casual. What I like to do, I guess.
This is called male arrogance. That's why he came out that way. Like, dude, like she hit the nail on the head. Y'all are going two different places. You coming out here because you think you look good. You think you're the man. You're the professor of artistry, of teaching actors and all this type of stuff. But really, you're just a mess up. You're overbearing. You're too much. You're not walking out of here in a relationship. I think that lady at the end, she's paying attention, but maybe she has a question she wants to ask you. But man, you overdid it. Too overdone.
I could just go ahead and tell the type of date I would go. Like a museum is probably where I would first start at, and then go to like a rooftop, and then after that, probably go out dancing, And this, as being Nigerian American, right, I'm always looking for a way to like bring in where I'm from and my culture, right? Because I do think that we have an idea about what is supposed to be, I guess, like high culture, if you would, And I like to kind of bring a little bit of myself.
Now, is she
She
someone that's
does.
your type?
Of course.
Not as much. I do feel a little bit of judgment, so
All because
probably
of
not.
personality.
That's what you feel. I mean, what can I say to that?
No, nothing at all. You
Nothing.
don't have to.
All right.
All right, thank you.
Mhm.
Let's go over here. Your name and age.
Sophia, 36.
I hate her outfit. That just looks like the maid for sex maiden. It's so bad.
And Sophia, why did you end up popping your balloon?
Initial attraction. I didn't see that we would connect.
Y'all should have connected because both of y'all are doing the exact same thing. You're older people and you're coming out here trying to look like you're in your 20s. You're not in your 20s anymore. Look at you. Her and him. Y'all a perfect match. Y'all just don't know it.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, she's someone that's your type.
Probably similar. Like she seems like a nice lady, but I probably wouldn't approach her.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Let's head on back. We do still have an unpopped balloon.
She
Your
is
name
poised
and
to
age.
pop.
I'm Jessica, and I'm 36.
All right. So, Jessica, we see you're still holding on to your balloon. Why so?
We are in a similar career fields. I'm an artistic director for a dance company.
Oh, snap.
So I definitely relate to what you practice for work.
Right.
I have similar interests. I love reading. I enjoy going to museums.
What is your
Some
question?
Of the same, some of the same similarities. So
All right. So do you guys have any questions for one another?
Sure. You want to go first? Go
I
ahead.
do.
Yeah.
What is your faith?
My faith?
Yes.
Okay. So I grew up Christian. I grew up Roman Catholic, right? And I continue. I like to say that, like, I continue to go to church. Those metaphors work for me a lot. The teachings of Jesus. Grace is probably one of the most like pivotal things that I think that I really, really take from that. The idea of like having grace with oneself and having grace with other people. I'm also very, very curious about other religions, other belief systems. Like, I'm constantly exploring, whether it be like, Islam, Hinduism, Buddhism. I'm just
Wow, he's not
curious
settled.
about those things.
Okay. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to pop.
Yeah.
Cool.
You too old for that. I'm serious. You too old for that. That's crazy. You were raised as a Christian, and you want to look at all these other different religions. So there was something about Christianity you didn't like. And see, that's going to affect these women. Most of these women are Christian women, and they hold strong to those values because they found something that they like. So, hey, man.
Why'd you end up popping?
I am a firm believer in Jesus Christ, and I prefer to date someone who is firm in their beliefs and shares that commonality.
Yeah.
All right. Now, she's someone that you would go for?
I did really appreciate, especially when you said you're an artistic director. I also appreciated that you said that you like to read. That was great.
She's
I was
an
gonna ask you what the
intellectual.
last book you read was. What was the last book you read? Just out of curiosity.
Sure. Well, I'm currently reading a book by Eric Butterworth,
Okay.
Discover the Power Within You.
Right.
So,
That's a great book.
Self-help, self-betterment.
yeah, it ties in my beliefs, so my faith, and then just how to harness that power from within and exude it out. So,
Yeah.
What was the last book? Well, I guess.
You
Come on,
popped
go
on him,
ahead.
girl. It don't matter anymore. Thank you.
The
go back.
Ta-Nehisi Coates, The Message.
He still had to tell you, huh?
I had to get it in.
All right. Well, that's all the balloons popped, unfortunately. But thank you so much for coming on.
I appreciate you.
Let's give it up for him, ladies. I'll take
Thank
the
y'all.
mic.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Not surprised. Okay. All these women are survivors. This guy, I like him, a nice guy, a leader, but the wrong kind of leader. He's like the coach leader. He's always going to be trying to get you to adjust, which is why when it comes to religion, he's unsettled. He wants to explore all type of beliefs. That's the kind of false mindset that causes people to not make a real commitment. So he likes the tradition of where he said the church and some of the cliches and expressions that they make, but he hasn't really adhered to them enough that he wants to have a stick-to-it-ive attitude. She picked right up on that. she picked up because they could have been a really good match. There's a couple of women he could have matched with, but he's kind of got like a kind of cool, casual arrogance about himself where he knows more because he's an intellectual, right? So I'm glad these women did not pick this guy. He needs to go back and finish growing up at the same time. And some of these women do too. This is kind of crazy. But these women are pretty awesome. I like what I've seen so far. Listen, we want to thank you for watching this episode with us. My name is Marvin Kane. I'm an older man, and this is my reaction to the popular dating show Pop the Balloon or Find Love. Definitely help our channel grow by hitting the subscribe button. And if you like this video, share it with a friend, family member, or even a stranger. And definitely put into the comments your opinion. Maybe you think I got it wrong. Maybe you think I got it right. Whatever you think I missed, let me know about it. We'll talk about it in the comments. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, it's been my pleasure. And as always, remember this.